Let 100 big-mouth catfish fit into each other at the same time. Can the ultimate Goo King be born? This is an 11-20 day change. The last issue said that in order to relieve my inner demons, I want to refine one again, a generation of big-mouth god of war with more than 3,000 spirit rings. So he forcibly refined the 1-0 turn catfish goo. So far, 20 large catfish have been swallowed by their own species, and successfully combined and processed into feces. During this period, there was a mysterious disappearance of the big-mouth catfish. In Kai's unremitting efforts, successfully saved those catfish who wanted to escape from the insect, eventually bring the total number of fish back to normal. The largest large-mouthed catfish, it has opened a gap of 2 centimeters with the smallest one. If you pull it to 3 centimeters, reach 3 turns, there's going to be a fit frenzy. Day 11. After a brief frenzy of merging the day before, now, catfish are divided into 3 groups. One faction is the Huchuan faction. This faction has the largest number of groups. There are a small number of secondary catfish. They all retain the habits of catfish, afraid of the light and huddled. They are very dependent on the relief food of the court, unless you're hungry. Otherwise, I won't leave the group easily. The other faction is the cruisers. Most of them are second and third turn catfish. They are constantly staring at the small size of their prey. They eat each other whenever they get the chance. Weak prey is often isolated, so the first turn is fecal pie slip of the tongue, and their fate is to be turned into dung. Troop and patrol in the dark. We'll eat them any minute now. We're also clearing the battlefield today. Linquin took away a third, replaced with a new spiritual spring with more spiritual power. This is okay. Stimulate the Goo Kings to refine the same clan in their stomachs. Accelerated growth. Today, I would like to introduce to you the old 7 I have been silently following. Why is it called the 7th? It's because it's naturally scoliosis. That in itself is a fish destined to be eliminated, but survived, and you can tell by the size of its belly. It's also a second turn catfish. Have the qualifications to compete for the Goo King. Day 12. There was a very serious infighting last night. This infighting, it's not just a big fish that turns 2 or 3. It's as simple as eating a small fish. There are a lot of injured people everywhere, and the second turn catfish sacrificed for land grab. Today will be the last meal of the catfish. Eat more and maybe have a chance to live a few more days. If you continue to choose not to eat, then they will have a hard time getting through the night. After tomorrow, I believe 1 transfer is half less. This is day 13. The previous day's relief food has not been fully digested. My first misjudgment. There are still 2/8 of the catfish left. Many learn to stay away from schools of fish wisely. The water is the safest place. But not for long. It's just lingering. No relief food will be given today. It's a small opportunity. You can make first and second turns. Have the opportunity to change your life against the sky. The nutritional value of loach is very high. For the growth of small catfish, played a crucial role. Who gets the chance first? That would break the current pattern. I won't pay attention to the second and third turns of the group. I only pay attention to 1 turn. As soon as you eat loach, then they will use the fastest speed. Close the gap with the second transition. There is an emergency here. The first and second turns start to grab resources. If you give up at this time, you can also grab other resources, but it didn't give up. The difference in size. It can only be dragged by the second turn. The second transfer also felt inexplicable. Why don't you want to give up? The battle lasted nearly 4 minutes. The last turn failed as I expected. If it is released earlier, maybe you can get the next opportunity. Too bad it didn't have a chance, while it was grabbing the opportunity in the second turn. Loach around the battlefield. All are divided up by the catfish who are also in the same turn. There is even a strip with the smallest size. Got 2 opportunities. If this opportunity can be refined as soon as possible, then it can catch up to the second turn, even beyond the second transition. Reach 2.5 revolutions. I remember its suit. I'm very bullish on it. What I admire the most is this 6th child. It's not even a revolution in size. All got the opportunity. I like you too. But you're too young. There is little chance of becoming a Goo King. And here's day 14. There was a new frenzy last night. Those catfish that didn't get the chance. The number decreases again. Inside the second turn of the group, there were a lot of big-bellied catfish. They were hunters last night. So what if you don't have a chance? I digest it together with the opportunity in your belly. According to my observation, a few catfish have been born. Their size overwhelms the schoolfish. It can be said that there is no opponent at all in this battlefield. Dipping and refining below 3 revolutions. They are a batch of catfish with the most Goo King potential. Wait until they reach 7 revolutions. I can follow the suit. Named separately, it is convenient for everyone to remember their favorite players. At present, my most optimistic is the 3rd to 7th. Don't rob me. I didn't expect it to reach the 3rd revolution. On the first day, it became clear to me. The early batch of catfish that turned around is almost dead. On the one hand, it was suppressed by the catfish of the second and third revolutions. You have no access to food. On the other hand, it has clearly realized, I can't eat my own kind anymore. Not eligible. Continue to participate in this battle between goo kings. I watched this dying catfish. I want to see it end. I ended up filming this scene. The catfish drags its weak body, swim into the school of fish in the second and third turns. This is suicide. Maybe it has already figured it out. Why do you do this? This is a fish that has turned around. The most glorious moment of my life. Countless second and third turn catfish are grabbing its body. It activated its last trace of vital essence. Achieved a second turn catfish and was promoted to third turn. I remember you. Xiao Bai. Live with its share. I hope you can become the last goo king. This is day 16. We captured more than 40 deserters in the last issue. They didn't eat anything for 4 days. Many people say, it's not fair for them to be hungry for 4 days before joining the battlefield. Should be eaten alone. Close the gap and send it back to the battlefield. I want to ask you, what's fair about deserters? A full meal is ridiculous. It would be nice to be back on the battlefield. We continue to catch deserters today. This sewer pipe has been modified by me. Deserters are rare. I haven't watched it in a week. Let's see if there are any more in it. Very nice. There are still. I see a strip. The size should be 1 turn. Returning to the battlefield is also refined, but you have to accept your destiny. I found another one. If I'm right, should be the first batch of deserters missed, and it's very small. It's already in the filter when you try to catch it. I don't catch it. I plan to make it the king of goo, ate the last of its kind before birth. Let it witness the birth of the drum king. This is day 17. The court has no relief food, no small chance. Loach, today's airdrop is a valuable imported salmon. That's a big opportunity. Salmon is rich in fat and protein. Catfish that grab airdrops will grow faster. They will soon be able to join the same family, widening the gap. The first wave of airdrops was grabbed by catfish. The fork is a turn. I can see that all the twists want to live. This wave of airdrops is all decentralized at one time. In fact, I prefer to let the third transfer grab the airdrop. Only they got it. Only then can we speed up the refining of this. 120 revolutions per minute catfish bug progress. It's a pity that the 7th didn't get it. Hopefully we can see the 7th one again next week. Today is the 18th day. After refining salmon last night, I obviously feel like I've digested it all. But there's a catfish that turns 4 and approaches 5. He passed away mysteriously. Is this the biggest catfish here? It's the closest thing to a 5-turn catfish. But why did it explode and die? I guess it is estimated that the 10 absolute bodies are forced to break through the 5 revolutions. The Yuan Hai explosion that caused the hole. It's a pity. It was originally the closest fish to the goo king. Genius is short-lived. I took it out and measured it. Sure enough, it's almost 5 revolutions. It has nearly doubled in size from the original 6-8 cm. Summarizing my misjudgments this week, I didn't expect to fight so hard when I turned around. Strive to grow. To the second turn, avoided a wave of fit frenzy. There should have been 30-40 fish left, and as a result, they have a very strong desire to survive. Forcibly lived 30 more. Now the total number is about 0. This or day, the catfish was almost wiped out. There are only 5 or 6 left. Next week, it's the second turn to feel threatened. And there's no food next week. The delivery opportunity is even more unstable. Harder tests await them. Answer your questions. Many Taoists have reported the progress of practicing goo. It is only updated once a week. Too slow, but this progress is beyond my human control. If updated once a day, that's definitely not what I want. The video won't be great either. You can see it in a video. Changes of the week. I think that's the most important thing, and it enriches the story. But there are solutions. I only need to refine 2 insects at the same time. You can do it every Wednesday. 100 black fish can be refined into 100 revolutions of Duchenne black python goo. You can watch the battle between the black fish at any time. It can also be called 100 battles are not dangerous. The production cycle of this series is particularly long. I hope you can support it. I am Kai Wonyan.